No, it was kids from 15 to 35, and you went in, you spoke for 5 minutes, and you either made that first cut or you didn't. And about 2 months later, I got a 5-page scene in the mail. They said, learn it. They're going to do a screen test. And so I met George for the second and last time before getting the part. Walked in, and he said, "Okay, let's shoot it." And I said, "Do you want me to tell me anything about the part or anything?" No, I think we can just shoot it. Very casual. In fact, he was so casual, I figured, well, he's not interested at all. There's no way that I got the part. And in a way, that was nice, because I didn't go away with any hope of getting the role.
How often do you play with people on the telephone? If you're talking with someone on the phone, do you ever get the urge to use one of the voices?
No, I'm very careful. I once used the Darth Vader as a CB handle in the old days, you know, driving across the country, and it freaked out a few truck drivers, you know. So I said, I'll stop doing that.
Well, how often do you get people saying, James, would you please record my phone answering message for me?
Often, and I'm often happy to oblige. What I can't do is read your station identification, because CNN owns my mouth for that.
In the speeder bike chase, there's a sound used over and over again when they shift gears and hit pedals, and you hear it accelerate and go back and forth. That was a sound I heard. I was in an office at Elstree Studios, and I heard a funny sound in the street outside. And I looked out, and there was a guy with a pneumatic air hammer with a stone had gotten caught, apparently, in the rubber hosing, and he was fighting with this thing. And I ran and got my tape recorder, went outside, and said, "Don't do anything. Just wait a minute." And the guy was looking at me, you know, and I recorded him trying to flush this stone out of the broken pneumatic air hammer, and that sound became the basis for the speeder bikes, you know, and something I wouldn't have thought of or created in the studio. But it's that kind of alertness, I think, and the search for sounds. I mean, that whole, you know, the films are built up of many, many stories like that, of finding individual moments of sound.
What have you learned recently about security and secrecy concerning a movie?
I've just finished making the Star Wars movie, so I've just finished doing probably the most secure film ever made. And I was having to sign legal papers and signing declarations that I wouldn't divulge anything. And I never had to do that before.
Do you find a lot of people are coming up to you and asking you questions, plot points, that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, people are sensible enough not to ask me what the story is, because they know I won't be telling them anyway. But generally, my friends and stuff just want to know what it's like, and I did as well. Imagine being in Star Wars. That's a bit crazy, isn't it?